afternoon everybody and welcome to Crafty Clegg's Creations. My name is Jeanette Clegg and I'm coming to you from the northwest of England where I live with my hubby Tim and our little dog Zach. Today is Monday the 26th of April 2021. The weather at the moment is currently beautiful. It's still a little bit cold but we've got beautiful blue skies and I'm looking out now. I've got quite a big tree at the front of my house and you can just see all the buds coming on now. So spring is definitely in the air and starting to show itself, isn't it? Oh, it makes me feel so much better. Anyway, to all my returning subscribers, hi and welcome back. And I again have had some new subscribers, so hello to you. You are very welcome at my channel and I hope you enjoy what you see. You can find me on most social media platforms. I am most active on my Instagram. I do have a little Facebook page, which I don't post very often, but I do every now and then, and also here on YouTube. So this is my little corner of the internet where I chat about my love of crafting, which I do, well, most crafting. I'll turn my hand to anything really if I can, but I am most passionate about my knitting, crocheting, and I do love to sew. Have I told you everything? Right, yes, so let's get on with life updates. As you can see, I have had my hair cut. I'll be honest, I wasn't 100% and I'm not 100% happy with my haircut. It's not normally how she does it. I think because she's been off for so long, I don't know. Yeah, it just isn't normally, it isn't the normal nice haircut that I normally have. A little bit disappointed, but never mind. I've got my haircut and I feel better. So that was the first thing. Tim and I are in the middle of trying to do our garden up. He is currently in there making me some plant holders and all sorts of different things. We have been looking this week for some nice furniture, is it called rattan furniture? And I think we're going to have to carry on looking. It's so expensive. It starts off at ridiculously expensive prices. My house didn't cost that much. Seriously, it's that expensive. Right down to sort of it's coming into affordable. So yeah, we're still on the lookout for some nice garden furniture. What else? Oh, and the other exciting thing, I went out to lunch last week. Oh my goodness, it was so surreal. It just felt bizarre going out. I was a little bit nervous. I'm not going to say I wasn't. But I went out to my local wool shop in Warrington. Well, it's not local. It's about a 40-minute drive away. But it's the biggest one that's local to me that sells all this stock of yarn that I like. So yeah, I had a drive on the motorway, which I haven't done for some time. And I met the lovely Karen from Stitches and Jacks and Lindsay from Stitch Create Love. And we had a social distance and we did it all, played it all by the rules. A social distance wander around Black Sheep Yarns, and then we had lunch together. And again, social distancing. We had to eat outside, which was fine. None of us minded that. But it was a bit of a nippy day. And by the time we'd spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours outside, chatting, eating lunch, excuse me for itching my nose, catching up. It was just lovely to be amongst people other than the dog or my husband. It was just absolutely wonderful. I had a really nice day. So that was nice. And I did take a little bit of footage and a picture of us. So I will insert it round about here for you to have a look. We had such a lovely day. It was just so nice. And really, other than that and doing bits and pieces in the house, that has been basically my life for the past 2 weeks. Not very exciting. Not that I have a very exciting life, but I love my life. So yes, so that was that. So we will swiftly moved on. We will swiftly move on to what I've been up to. Now, I haven't got many finished objects at all. In fact, I've only got one. I haven't done an awful lot of crafting these past couple of weeks. Like I say, I've spent a lot of time on the internet doing research and backwards and forwards with different people, all involved in the advent for this year. So yeah, I haven't really had a lot of time. I have done a little bit. So we will crack on with the one finished item, and that is for sewing, which will lead me nicely into works in progress, because I have got my finished item here, and it is, I made myself a new project bag. It's just a simple square project bag, but I've sewn lots of yo-yos. I saw this and I just thought I have got to have one of those. I might eventually put them in the shop. I don't know. That all depends. But yeah, this is what I made. So it's got all the different yo-yos on the front. It's just a plain cotton striped, and I lined it with a really nice pop of colour with stars and moons, and isn't it lovely that? And then I've just got my pink wax braided cord. And that is the only finished item. Now, I can't give you a pattern for this because there isn't one. I took the idea, I saw a picture on Instagram. I have recently looked at all, I'm into these yo-yos at the moment, and I have recently done a bit of research, and there's an awful lot of bags and different kinds of things that you can make with the yo-yos. You can put them on bags. I saw dolls made with them. Oh, there's all sorts. I've seen them appliqued to quilts. So yeah, there's a lot out there with these yo-yos on. So watch this space. There might be more of them coming. I like it. Isn't it lovely? So that leads me quite nicely onto my works in progress. The first thing I'm going to show you is my socks. I started a pair of socks, which are being housed in my finished object. So these socks that I'm doing, it's the pattern that I bought. Oh, I haven't got a picture up here. I will put a picture on the screen somewhere about here. And it's the Flight of the Bumblebee socks by Lindsay Tranter of Stitch Create Love. And Tim and I had, Tim's back into his dyeing at the moment, dyeing yarn. We have had some in the shop and there is still some left in. I'll show you after. And he dyed this yarn and I thought, I have got to have that. So let me show you. So this is the yarn. It's a self-striping yarn. And when I saw that, I thought, I have got to have that to do these socks. It's called Angry Wasp. And it's 75% merino, 25% nylon. And Timothy and I dyed his. And here are my socks. I'm doing them on magic loop. And this is how far I've got. And you can just see the bumblebees here, hence the Flight of the Bumblebees. So you can see why I wanted this yarn, because I just thought how apt. I'm sorry I didn't do a contrasting toe cuff. Well no, I'm not going to do now. I'm going to do it all in one colour, but I am sorry that I didn't do a contrasting toe, because obviously the stripes aren't quite right because there's less stitches. But that's my silly fault. But yeah, I'm really pleased with them. That's how far I've got. I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing them on the magic loop, toe up. The needles that I am using are higher. They are called higher stainless steel circular knitting needles. I don't think they're the sharps, so that's what I'm using, the higher. And I got these from the lovely Ellie at Craft House Magic. She's a stockist of everything higher. I will leave a link to her website. Not website. Yeah. No, I don't think it's a website. I'll leave a link to Ellie's channel on YouTube, and I think everything's connected to that. So that is my flight of the Bumblebee socks. These beautiful stitch markers are what I won. I actually won in a giveaway, and they're from the lovely Crafty Makes. So that's those stitch markers. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I was pleased because I have tried a toe up sock once before, and I didn't get very far, and I undid it because it just didn't look right, and because I'm not very confident with socks, I didn't try it again. But when I saw that yarn, I thought I have got to try and make them socks. So that is my flight of my Bumblebee socks in my new project bag. Right, let me think what's next. So the next thing, and I think I've shown you this last time, let me get it all out. And this is, again, in one of the bags that I made. This is one of my little patchwork. I use mini charms to make these. It's just a plain zipper pouch with a contrasting base and a really nice little floral lining. And that's what it's in. So I am making, and I have since found out that it's called Zoe. This couple are called Zoe and Zach. I am going to make them both. This is what I'm making at the moment, which is Zoe. But I am going to rename them because we have a dog called Zach, and we have 2 grandchildren, and they call us Grandma and Grandad Zach. So that is what we're going to call them. So that is what I'm making, in the middle of making. And here she is. She doesn't really look very much at the moment, so please, use your imagination. So I've done her dress, and this is her cardigan all the way around. So you attach it at the top here. I have done one of her arms, which has not got fastened on yet. So that's one of her arms, and obviously another arm. And then I've got a little love art to do on the front, a hair, a shoes, and a face. So yeah, it doesn't look very much, does it, at the moment? I'll be honest, I love making amigurumi, as you all know. And I don't know why, but I haven't enjoyed this at all. And I do not know if it's because I'm not in the right headspace. I just don't know why I haven't enjoyed it. This here, this little bit here, on the pattern is called boobies. Now, I said to Tim, is it me? But what is this? It's like, what is it? But on the pattern, when you're making this piece and you sew it on, it refers to as boobies. Well, who's got? Well, anyway, I'm not saying any more about that. That's just my opinion. I just think I don't know why. I've not enjoyed it, and I'll be glad when it's over and done with, and I'm going to try and get it finished. Now, that's not like me with any amigurumi. I normally love every piece that I do, but for some reason, this one, I just haven't loved it. So yeah, but that's how far I've got with that. I am making it on my normal Shapeys Katona. I love this yarn. I use this most of the time for my amigurumi or my Shapeys Stonewash. I'm using a 2.5 Clover and More crochet hook. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say about that. Not really happy about that. But I will finish it, and hopefully when I'm making Grandad Zach, it'll be a little bit more enjoyable than that one. I can't understand why I've not enjoyed it. But I have just remembered I have got a finished item. completely forgot all about it, so if you just wait here, I shall nip downstairs and get it and show it to you. Okay everybody, sorry about that, I'm back. I completely forgot about this. So last week I treated myself to this little kit that I'd seen, and it was downstairs on the shelf and completely forgot it. So here we go. It is a pattern by The Secret Crocheter. I'll show you here. And it is this really cute jar, or it's not a jar, it's a bottle, of Bluebells. And it's absolutely stunning. It was a beautiful little kit. It comes so nicely packed, and you got absolutely everything you needed to make this kit. So let me show you. Here it is. It's a jar of Bluebells. Is that not beautiful? So you got all the yarn that you needed for the flowers and the stems. It come with a glass jar. It come with garden twine and two beautiful little, so you got, can you see? Oh, what am I doing that for? So there's ladybug and a wasp. Is that not gorgeous? And like I say, it come with absolutely everything that you needed. And there was enough to make, I think I would have been able to make another 2 or 3. The twine, I have to tell you, it was well worth doing it, don't get me wrong, because look how effective that is. But it was really difficult to work with the twine. Not that it was hard to crochet, it was just really, it was harsh on your hands. But like I say, isn't it worth it? Because that is just so bonny. So that's downstairs on my one of my shelves in my dining room. So yeah, really enjoyed that. It's got wire, very little strips of thin wire going through the stalks to help them stand up. This yarn, I know what this yarn is. It's a style craft, is it called batik? Really nice yarn. I've used it before, and I think the green was just a double knit cotton. And like I say, the twine. I will put a link to the Secret Crochet's shop down below in the description box, so you can go and have a look, because she's got some fabulous, really cute little kits that are they're just really nice to do. So yeah, I forgot I'd got that as a finished object. Is that not pretty? And I'm going to put this in the summertime when we're outside and we've got our new furniture and all the nice plants are out and we're sat crocheting, or Tim can read and I can crochet underneath the umbrella, because I'm not a sun person. I thought I could put this on the table out there and it'll look pretty. I've got it all organised in my head what I'm going to do. Let's watch this space. Just hold on one second. I'm drinking Vimto today. Right, what next? It's a bit of a mishmash today, so I'll just go for it. I had a bit of a disaster. I'm not going to lie, I had a bit of a disaster. So last Thursday, I was speaking to all my friends on my Zoom meeting, and I'm knitting away and we're chit-chatting, talking about life, and you know how you do. And I was working on my cowl. Bear with me. My free-for-all cowl. Do you remember this last week? Not last week, the week before. I showed it to you. Do you remember when I had a bit of a section called Frog It? Well, I had to go in a section called Frog It again last week. And you know, I mean, I showed you last time how much I'd done. I was easily halfway. And this is, look, this is what's happened. So what I'd done, for some reason, I don't know, I had increased on the left, decreased in the middle like I should do, but forgot to increase on the right. So I had to pull it all the way back down to there because it was slanting all to one side. And you know when you think to yourself, I've frogged it, do I want to do it again? No, I don't. So I'm not doing that. And I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to catch up now with 2 cowls, because I didn't do March's, and obviously there's April's, which, to be fair, is now going in the bin. So I don't know the situation with the cowl, whether it's I'm going to catch up, whether I'm going to do any more, or whether I'll just do 1 or 2 throughout the year. I don't know. But that was my disaster and my Frog It, so that's down there. the other two things that I've got to show you are sewing related, and one is I really could put this in the finished items section, but it's not, because I've still got to do her face. So I don't know if any of you remember, I showed you this Totty. This is Totty that I bought from Angela at the Bobbin Patch, and again I will leave a link to Angela's shop in the description box below. And she's finished, almost. So here is Totty. She's just adorable, isn't she? So this fabric is from a company called Rose Cottage Garden. Again, not sure, leave a link down below. And just bear with me a second because I'm going to sneeze. That's better, sorry about that, I just had a really bad sneezing fit. Like I say, I'm back to Totty. So Totty is almost finished. So she's got her striped tights on and fancy bloomers. Are them not lovely? So well done, this pattern. Then she's got a little dress with a feature ear with a little buttons, a little hat. Now the hat did have a bow on it and I wasn't sure whether to put the bow on or not, but if I do, it will be after we've done her face. She's got a little matching hat at the back. Oh, is that not just gorgeous? I really, really enjoyed making this. Cannot tell you how much fun this was. But I am really worried about Totty's face. Now, it says on the pattern that you can do your face however you want, but her face is done with a cheap acrylic paint. I couldn't get that out then. But obviously I'm no artist, and so I'm really worried about messing up her face. Now, her nose, you can embroider it, which I am going to do, and then her lips here. I'm not sure how Angela did one, because Angela's done me one of these for a Christmas present, not last year, the year before. And Angela's put glass eyes on her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her, I'm going to wait, because Angela's shop only opens on a Thursday, Friday and Saturday whilst we're still having these funny times. So I'm going to wait till Angela is back in work on Thursday, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to see if she will just help me or even advise me what paints to get, or, you know, because I don't really want to ruin it. And then when her face is done, I might put the bow on. But yeah, is she not just the cutest thing ever? I can see me making more dolls now. Now I've got my head around the construction, which wasn't hard at all, let me tell you. It's, if you love to sew and love to make things like this, this is a really doable thing. It's you just need to know a little bit about it, sewing, obviously, but it's so easy to do. Well, I found it quite easy. And Angela's got some fantastic dolls. So now that I've got my head around this, I'm definitely going to be making more. So isn't she gorgeous? That is Totty in her spring dress with the bunnies on. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, so that is Totty. Not quite finished, but not far off. And the next thing that I'm going to show you, again, is sewing. I just seem to have done quite a lot of sewing just recently. I was flicking, I don't know what I was flicking through, maybe Etsy or, and I can't remember what I was looking for, but I came across this pattern and it's called Juicy Berries, and it's by a lady called Amy Campbell. No, sorry, not Amy Campbell. Oh dear. It's by a lady called Amy Chappell, and it is Juicy Berries. I will leave a link to her Etsy shop down below, and here are the berries. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. Anyway, I have got this obsession. Are you ready for this? For making strawberries. Oh dear me. So this was the first one I've made. I've not put any of the flowers on top yet, but I intend to. So this is the first one that I made. And I was really, really pleased with it. Now I've done quite a long loop on it, because I thought, how nice would that be as a scissor keeper. You know, like when we get back to normal, if we ever get back to normal, and we're allowed to go to our quilting classes and our knitting and crochet classes, you know, I always take my own scissors and things like that. Well, to have something on your scissors like this, so you can just identify that they're yours. Because I don't know about you, but where, you know, I've been to classes in the past, and there's been 2 or 3 people have the same scissors as me, so it's always nice to identify them. So yeah, I thought that would be nice as a scissor keeper. I actually might make some of those for that and put them in my shop, but I wanted to make a big bowl of strawberries that would be nice on the dining room table, or, you know, just for decor. So this is how far I've got 2 that I haven't done here, sorry. This is how far I've got at the moment. But unfortunately I'd run out of the felt. So this is the felt, which is the leaf on the top. Anyway, I made Tim take me to Boys yesterday, which isn't far from us, and I've just got 2 pieces of felt. So I'm going to finish them off today. And then I've got a couple more here that need doing. So I'm going to do those. But I am now on the lookout for any strawberry coloured or red or polka dot red type of fabric, so I can make a huge bowl of them. And like I say, I might make some for in my shop. So that's the other thing I've been doing. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you, I think it's the last thing, yeah it is. The last thing I'm going to show you is something that I bought when I was out with the girls on Friday at Black Sheep. Excuse me. I did buy quite a few things. Well, when I say that, I bought quite a few balls of the Katona, the Sheepies Katona, because I always like to get the odd colour in, you know, just to have it in stock for when I want to crochet. So I'm not going to show you that because it's nothing exciting. But the other thing that I did buy was this Rowan cocoon. Now, my daughter-in-law, it's blowing out, that is it? Can you see it? My daughter-in-law, many years ago, could be 5, 6 years ago, made a sweater in this. Was it a sweater or a waistcoat? I can't remember now, but I remember it being beautiful. And Karen from Stitches and Jacks, her daughter had made her a hat at Christmas, and it was a free pattern, and it's the Kylie beanie. And it was on Black Sheep Yarn's website. So if you go over to their website, and I'll put a link down below for you again, you can download the Kylie beanie for free. And it's used, I can't get my words out. It's made in the Rowan cocoon. And it just takes one ball. And I don't know if you saw the picture, let me show you. Can you see that? You might not be able to see it, I don't know, it's blowing out the light, but it's a cabled hat, and Karen's daughter made her one. Oh, it is absolutely stunning. So when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to make that. I know that, you know, April, May isn't the time for being making winter hats, but there's no hard and fast rules, is there? And whilst I was there, I bought a pom-pom for it. Now, Lindsay picked this up in Black Sheep, and there was only the one, and she very, very kindly let me have it, because look how well that goes. Is that not just stunning? So yes, so that is going to be one of my makes. And also that I want to show you, if any of you follow or watch Karen, I'm going to sneeze again, bear with me one second. I'm so sorry about that. Another sneezing fit. So where was I? What was I telling you? Oh yes, so if any of you watch Karen from Stitches and Jacks, she's running a mal where you can finish off, whether it be half-finished projects, things that are 3/4 done. If you finish them, they've got to be started and more than or halfway done. Anyway, she's inspired me to do this, Karen, and I'm going to enter mal. Now, I don't know if any of you remember, because it's a long time ago, isn't it, really? And there's a lot happened. Not last Christmas, the Christmas before, I was working for Angela at the Bobbin Patch, and we was in Harrogate doing the Christmas show. And the lady from Toff was there and she had a beautiful stand with, oh, some fantastic, absolutely fantastic things. And I couldn't resist buying this kit. So in the kit you got the bag, all the yarn and the pattern to make, bear with me, Santa. Isn't he gorgeous? Now you'd think, wouldn't you, why would she not make that as soon as she buys it? I do this kind of thing. Anyway, this is as far as I got. Believe it or not, that's Santa's head. And these kits are not cheap. You know, it's ridiculous. I've had it sat there. If Tim knew how much I'd paid for this kit and just left it in a drawer, he would be so cross with me. So I've decided to dig out the pattern, dig out the yarn and start it. So it comes, so this is the colour for his beard and the trim round all of his coat, obviously. Then you've got the red, which his coat is in. And then there's, oh, I'll have to put that down, just bear with me. You know, I thought there was a white, oh yeah, there is a white, oh dear. Then there's the taupe for the body and the black for his boots and belt. So yeah, that was the toff kit. So I'm going to get on with that as well. I have so fell behind with my picnic on the beach blanket. When I say fell behind, I think I have halfway through week 5. So I've got week 5 to finish and then week 6. No. I've got, let me start again. I'm halfway through week 6. So I've got week 6 to finish, then I've got week 7 and 8. And I am going to, this week, sit down and just try and catch up and finish week 6 and try and get week 7 done. And then I think week 8 is just all the border, which I know will take me some time because it's a big blanket. And, well, it just does take time, doesn't it? Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, I think that's about all that I've got to show you. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a chit-chat. I wanted to answer a question that one of my viewers had asked. And my viewer asked me what was the story behind my tattoo. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever seen my tattoo. Don't know if you can see it. So it's crochet hook with obviously ball of yarn and a button, and there's a sewing needle going up here. And these are my favourite flowers, daisies. I absolutely love daisies. And the story behind this was, I used to have a very, very small tattoo about here, the size of my thumbnail. And my stepson is a fantastic artist. Oh, he just does the most wonderful drawings. And I'd said to him, I fancy having, and the tattoo here that was underneath, that's underneath this one, is a little daisy. And I said to him, I fancy having the daisy covered up because I'd had it quite a long time and it had sort of blurred into each other, if you like. It you know, when they're old, they go faded and really it just looked like a little bit of a black blob because it was that small. So I'd said to my son, I said to Robert, can you please design me a really nice drawing? I want to have a new tattoo. I don't want it too big because obviously it's going to be on my arm. I just want it the same size as the old one. And he came up with this, which I absolutely love. To be fair, did not expect it to be that big. Neither did Tim. That's a different story. So I made an appointment to get my tattoo done, and I had to wait for a long time because I had my tattoo done by a guy called Lewis, who is in Middleton, and he's the tattoo artist that did all of David Beckham's. Is that right? I don't know if I've just made that up. Anyway, so I went to the studio and I booked in. Like I say, I had to wait a long time, and I booked in, and when I got there, they print off your chosen picture and then put it on your arm. Anyway, when they come back and they put it on my arm, and I looked at it and I went, oh my God, it's massive. So she said, the tattoo artist said, the reason it has to be that size is because if we shrink it down, you're going to lose all the detail on it, and it will just look like a bit of a blob, like your one does now. So I said, oh, I don't know what to do. So she said to me, look, we've got another customer in that's actually arrived early. Would you like me to do him while you go off and have a wander around, have a coffee, think about it, because once it's there, you can't get rid of it. Anyway, I wandered off, decided that I was going to have it done, and oh, I'm going to sneeze again. Oh dear, I'm having a terrible time today sneezing. I do apologise for keep stopping and starting. So where was I? So yeah, I went off, I had my coffee, and I wandered around for, maybe an hour and a half, and I ummed and ahed whether to ring Tim. Anyway, I didn't. I decided, it's my body. I want it doing, so I'm going to go and have it done. So I did. Off I went. I had it done. I came home, and Tim's like, oh my goodness, what have you done? I was going to say I'm a bit of a rebel. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I always have been a little bit like that, sort of very strong-minded. It's my body, it's my life, I'll make my mind up, what has it got to do with anybody else? And that was my attitude, which in a lot of cases, why not? You're your own person. You can develop your own style, your own personality, and it is what it is. If you want it, I'm a great believer in life is short, so grab your fun while you can. So yeah, I mean, it is too big, but over the years I've learned to live with it. I have got other tattoos, not that you're going to see any of those. I have got other tattoos, and some of them I'm glad I've got them done. Some of them I'm sorry I've had them done. But this is the only one that you can see. And at first when I had it done, I wouldn't say it was a problem. But yeah, I think Tim was a bit upset with the size of it and things like that. But he soon got over it. And now he's like, why would I expect anything else from you? Very pig-headed, if you like, and you'll make your own mind up. And so yeah. That is the story of my tattoo. A very long-winded story, so I'm sorry if it's gone on too much. You should have just fast-forwarded it if you don't want to listen. But yeah, now I love my tattoo, and it's part of me. It's part of what I love. It is very big, and if I ever go anywhere that I need to dress for, i.e. if we ever go out to dinner or we go out to parties, I have makeup that I can put over it. I have certain dresses or certain outfits that I can wear that cover it up. So I am well prepared. Over the years I have got used to dressing for the occasion so people can't see this. Anyway. Okay, so I'd just like to share some love. I've made a list. I have been watching some new podcasts, really enjoyed them, and I just wanted to share the love so you could go over and give them a watch. Maybe you'll enjoy them too. So the first one is a lady called Alex. Sorry for looking down, I've got them all written down. And she is my Yarny Corner. She's quite new to podcasting, I think. I've only caught I think it's the last two I've caught of hers, but really enjoyed them. So yeah, go on over and give her a watch and maybe, thumbs up and how you do, support her. And then the next one is Jean and she is the crafty, no, she's not. She's the creative pixie. And she is brilliant. I love watching her. She loves making her amigurumi. She's just made a cowl by Jules from So Sweet Violet, and really, really enjoyable. Sometimes children are involved in the podcast, which I think is lovely. So yeah, go over and give her a watch and a thumbs up. And then the last but no means least is Helen from mouisemakes. Oh, Helen is just the most relaxing lady to watch. She just has this, I don't even know how to describe it. She just makes you feel relaxed and cozy, like you're in a room with her, having a coffee and a chit chat. I absolutely love watching her. So please go and share the love with Helen from mouisemakes. Now, if I can put links to them down below, I will do. I don't know if I've ever done that before, but I will try. So bear with me. If they're not there, or if I can't do it, I will write their names down in the description box below. And last but not least, a little bit of shop news. Now, as you all know, I'm in the middle of organising the Advent calendar for 2021. And let me tell you, I am so excited about it this year. I have had so much fun this past couple, well, when I say fun, some of it's been a bit stressful, some of it hasn't. Just bear with me. Zach, stop it. Yeah, some of it has been a bit stressful, some of it's been really fun. But I have got such a really good Advent calendar coming up. Now, I need to just let everybody know about the calendar. It is going to be a 12-day calendar, Advent calendar. They will be the normal of what you normally get in your calendar of a new project bag, and there will be 100 grams of yarn that will be dyed by Tim and I. But what I'm doing a little bit different this year is I've involved other people. So there might be something that you need to make. So there might be a little kit in there of something that you can make maybe in one night. There might be something that you can use, but it's all going to be around crafting. Whether you're a crocheter, a knitter or a sewer, there's going to be something in there for everybody. I am so excited about it. And I think it will be ready. When I say be ready, we have to finalise everything. And I think it's going to be going up for sale about mid-May. Obviously, I will let you know on my Instagram feed and obviously on my podcast when it gets a lot closer. But I just wanted to give everybody an heads up. So that's that. What? And a little bit of a shop update. Yeah, I'll show you. I had a shop update on, was it Friday? Yes, Friday. Some of them sold. I've sold some of my bags, but there is still some left in there. So I'll just show you what we have got left. First of all, I just wanted to show you these as well. Now, these are the scrap bags I do. These are perfect if you want to do English paper piecing or slow stitching or a mini quilt, a plique. There's all sorts. There's, you know, I made bags with these. Most of the fabrics that are in here are what I've made bags with. Some of them are not, but most of them are. Anyway, this is the last one that's in the shop, but you can't see it's over there, but I'm just in the middle of doing a new pile of my scrap bags. And I'll show you what we've got left. So this, I think they're all drawstring. Yeah, they're all drawstring. So this really cute. I love this bird print. So it's a bird print with an Osnaburg base and a beautiful deep red lining with the wax braided cord. So there's that one. And then, oh, love this fabric. There's only one of these left now. The other one has sold out. And again, this is a drawstring. And it's got beautiful cherries on with the basket weave kind of base. Blue polka dot. And again, the wax braided cord. And that's a nice size for maybe small sweater, shawl. Really nice and spring summery, isn't it, that one? Then I've got two smaller ones of them. There's this one that's got the border on. And that's just a rounded bottom one. This is ideal. That one's got really nice, pretty floral lining. And these are an ideal size for socks. Brilliant. And that one comes, now there's two on here, but it only does come with one. That one comes with oops, let me show you. Cherry progress keeper. And then there's another one in green. So we've got the green one. This one's got red lining. There's the green one and there's the blue one. Oh, I love them. So springy summery, aren't they? And then the last one, this is quite a big one, this, that I've done. I've done one of these before, last year. And this is a big one. So this is a sweater one. Sweater size. And it is Riley Blake. Can't say it. And it's got mushrooms, gnomes. Oh, what are them called? What are them birds called? Oh, and I know you'll all be screaming at me now. Storks. No. Flamingos. Flamingos. Flamingos, rabbits, polka dot. And again, that's fully lined with a blue and white dot. Is that it? Oh, and then this. I made one of these. This is a little tiny pattern that I bought from a lady called A Spoonful of Sugar. And she lets you make her patterns and sell them. So I've got that little one in the shop as well. If you can see here, I made one for myself. And there's that in the shop. And that's it. So I shall try and go and cobble all this together now, because we've had that many interruptions with phones ringing, sneezing fits, husband's shouting up the stairs, finding out where I am. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and go and cobble it all together now. So with that, I'd just like to say, have a nice week, take care of yourself, carry on crafting, and hopefully I shall see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.